been attacking for a while, and that we missed them, and then they kind of came back and got it down to 17 points. But Brandon, at the end of the day, they went to the zone, and between Todd and Brandon and Dre, you're hoping that someone can step up and get another three and keep them at bay, which we were able to do. But again, we've got to just replace, if we have to go to the conference tournament without Rowe, we've got to replace 11 points and 8 rebounds. And we may have to do it by committee, but as great as Brandon's performance was tonight, really great to see Jan Petrovic come in for a few minutes on senior day,
right, and
go trucking down the lane and get a layup and do something positive when we kind of needed him to. I'd given Jamal James the first crack at coming in to relieve Ochi, and he worked hard, but kind of a couple of plays were just so. I thought Jan's had some experience, grabbed a nice rebound and played hard on defense, and I'm glad he got an opportunity here on this last home game, and who knows, guys like Jamal and Jan Petrovic may become very valuable for a few minutes per game down the stretch here in these next 3 opportunities.
Well, Jan was pretty impressive as he was a trailer on that fast break.
Yep. I'd like to have seen more of that in his career, but we're glad we have that. It's an exciting time, March Madness, and for teams like us, the NCAA tournament does begin now. March Madness and Championship Week are here. Already teams have taken automatic bids. They've already won some championships today. We get our crack at it next week. You'd like to go in at full force, but and I just hate it for a senior to have it happen, a guy who's, kind of a pillar of what we're trying to do. And, the air went out of the building a little bit, but we bounced back okay. And we've got to just get our soul and our mind right. If we don't have him, we've still got to find a way to get the job done. And that's what we'll do the next few days.
One final question for you, Coach. The support you got from the football team.
Fantastic. They're doing good when they get ejected. Now, apparently they said something objectionable. And my question to the referee, and we don't condone that, we don't want that. I don't know what was said, but I said, how do we know who said it? How do we? I mean, you're going to eject a whole group, but the referee made that judgment. That's just when Southeastern creates a little atmosphere and the referee gets rid of it. That's disappointing. But
were you surprised that Coach Knight?
Not at all. He's Coach Knight. He's Coach Knight. I know Pat very well, and Pat's a very passionate guy, and I don't know. He might have been moved very much in anger by what was said, or that he was coming to the defense of his players and all of that. He may have been very angry. He may have just been upset because they were on him. But, Kyle Ingram, the lead official, deemed that we needed to get rid of that whole section. And I said, well, why wouldn't you have somebody just sit up there and make sure nothing else happened? But that was his judgment. And really, not much else I could do. I just wanted to get the game going again. But it was a shame. Hopefully we can get that kind of spirit again and in the seasons to come. I hope fans appreciate that little bit that the football team did. And I need to write a thank you note to Ron Roberts at some point, because that creates atmosphere, and
it certainly does.
And that's the wonder of college basketball, and that's why March Madness is so special in our sporting landscape. That there's usually great environments and great energy in the building, and I'll give those guys some nice credit to come out here on a Saturday afternoon. I just hope some of their fellow students in the seasons to come will duplicate that and take advantage of being able to come out here, because we put a pretty good product on the floor. So I appreciate them very, very much, and we'll try to reciprocate in the fall and help them get some games under their belt as well.
That sounds good, Coach. Coach, thank you very much for taking the time. Good luck to you in the tournament.
My pleasure.
It was a fantastic game. Southeastern 86-72 winners today over Lamar. We'll